So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dynamic Racing League with round number 1, coming from Japanese Grand Prix here at Suzuka International Speedway. We have 12 or 13 drivers today racing, and it promises to be a really fun race. So we have some new league joined. We have UPL who joined, and Twaki is a representative of UPL, I believe. Alongside, he has, don't know who. I don't know who. So Bruce Law is closest to our lap, but I can't see anything. There we go. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. So if you remember last week, it was Snipperwasser that took the win in pre-season race, as I would say. So we have Casey Rankel representing KSSR League. Then we have Banus Gaming in VSR. Don't know what that's supposed to mean though, because I'm a dumbass, a bit, you know. The End representative of KSCR as well. Aksu. I'll be honest, I don't know what league he represents, so I'll just call him Aksu. Then we have Minikonin in the in a McLaren, no Lamborghini. Tvaki, who's representative of UPL, orange livery, and yeah, quite a random livery, I must admit. Bruce Law, representative of Key CSR as well. Greenfin once again. They have Waddles. Who the hell is that? Okay, no, the drivers had changed. Okay, never mind. So, live timing, we have Bruce Law currently sticking on pole position. Nearly 2 Ooh, and Twaki is round. Why did I not expect that? Well, no, I expected that. So we have Bruce Law nearly 2 seconds up the clear off of Aksu, and Casey Rankel is just 2/10 actually slower than his league teammate, and the top 3 lockout is simply M6 GT3 cars, so definitely doing the job for them. Vandals Gaming is currently in P4, less than just over a tenth behind P3. Then we have The End in the M6 GT3 as well. Vincenzo Sirio, who seemed really good in Monza, is now in P6. Wybeer in Corvette is in P7. Greenvin, P8 Waddles in P9. Minikonin is rounded up the top 10 with Tvaki. I'm not gonna say anything. And then Snipperwasser is at the very back. as he starts his flying lap. So I'm not actually sure if Bruce is improving on his lap or not. And yes, he is. He's improving by under 2/10 in sector 2. He improves on his lap and it's a 57 flat. Meanwhile, Vanos Gaming. Oh, actually, no. No, actually, Axel's on a line, out lap. Savanas is actually going to be... Savanas is going to be starting his lap real soon. A bit of a drift from Vanos Gaming going into spin curve, but doesn't seem to be affecting his lap too much. But looks like that he has aborted his lap. And Vanos actually puts pole position time. Well, no, actually that's only provisional, as I believe, yeah, Bruce did pit. Casey Runkel improving by 6/10 on his lap. Going into the final chicane, he will take in second gear, flicks right and left, downhill into the final corner, and he's going to come across the line to put himself in P1 at 58.4. That is pole position for Casey Runkel with just under 2 minutes to go on the clock. 6/10 is his lead. 6/10. What has Bruce got to tell to that? 57 flat. A 57 flat is his response. Wide beer 59. No, 2 minutes flat. Put him into P4, I believe, or P5. Let's check. P4I. So Casey Rankill, will he have anything to deny for that pole? Through turn 1, takes it pretty close to the curb and into the S section, the famous Japanese S section, which is really tricky to get right, but once you get it, it's really nice flowing and really never mind. But through sector 1 he was at the bit up on his personal best, but currently seems to be struggling going through. Yep, he is 4 tenths down now his time, and I doubt he will improve. There's not really a lot to talk about, as it's just qualifying yet now. So, yeah, not quite a lot to talk about. kind of like start. Yep, here we go. On the grid. What the? Hold on. And there we go. And it looks like that it's Vanos that leads the way into turn 1 and 2. Vincenzo will try and keep it around the outside and does seem to get it. So there's Aksu and Vincenzo going side by side into double right-hander, but Aksu seems to come out on top. And now Bruce gets better power and will go into the hairpin side by side. Bruce on the outside, Vanos on the inside. Who's going to come out on top? Looks like Bruce will get a traction, but Vanos keeps his nose ahead and remains in P1 so far. Can Vanos defend in the lead of the race from Bruce, going into spin curve on the exit? Looks like that Bruce gets the power. Vanos goes defensive, and Bruce will have the auto line for 130R, which will lead them into low down chicane. And now look at this, Casey Runkel is getting involved in the party, and now Bruce will have the outside line from Vanos going into chicane. Vanos on the inside, Bruce on the outside, but Bruce makes a mistake and makes contact with another driver, and Bruce is falling off now. So Casey Runkel is dropping down apparently, but he's not. And now Vincenzo in an orange car is going to try and go around the inside into turn 1. Bit of contact made between the two drivers, no major, but Vincenzo takes P2, and Casey Runkel tries it. Aksu meanwhile takes advantage of two drivers make a mistake, and that puts Aksu into P2. So waited for that moment for the drivers to make a mistake and snitched P2. So smart play here from the Finn driver. Really smart play. And meanwhile Snipperator is in P5. Really shaky on the back end though. Really shaky. And really shaky on the power, and now Whitebeard is going to have we'll try and outpowerize him as we have nearly 4 cars going side by side into the hairpin. The end up the inside of Waddles into the hairpin. Will he get the exit? Waddles gets the traction on the exit, but meanwhile Minikinen in the McLaren gets the better power from the Swedish driver, and the McLaren goes and the American driver gets past from the end, and the Swede driver pushes the American man off the track at the spin curve. Meanwhile Greenfin will now have the slipstream on his teammate in the same league. Can he do anything? Let's go a bit further up as Vincenzo up the inside of Aksu makes a mistake. Vincenzo outbreaks himself, goes off at the chicane. Aksu keeps in second. Casey Runkel remains, now actually drops to 4th as Snipperator just comes out of nowhere and still P3 as Whitebeard and Vincenzo went side by side, but Whitebeard gets better straight line speed and bit of contact made between the two drivers. Bruce Law hits the back of Vincenzo, sorry, and it's going to be 3 cars going nearly side by side. Bruce Law is down to P9 from being on pole position in this race with just under 5 minutes of racing gone. So a horrible start for the Brit, and it doesn't look too good for him, as now he is lining up a move on his teammate in KCSR League. What can Bruce do? As we have a gigantic battle here for second, as Aksu is battling against Casey Runkill for P3, with Sniperator being up ahead in second. So Sniperator just proves that he is still an amazing driver. And now Aksu will go round the inside into the spin curve, tries to look for it, doesn't go for it, and sticks behind, as Casey now has better run than Sniperator. And they will go into 130 yard. Snip on the outside. Casey was going to go for the inside, but now tucks in behind to get more slipstream, 5 tenths up on his personal best time. Into 130 yard. Snip stays ahead. Casey in the middle. Aksu will go round the inside of the Danish driver and tries to go for the switchback, but Finn will stay behind once more. Now in towards the final pit straight. 2 seconds up. Vanos Gaming at 2 minute flat 0.5 is the fast lap of the race so far. Aksu tried to pick up the slipstream from P3 man, but a bit of contact was made between the two drivers and he will stay behind. Oh, and Snip actually made a mistake, I believe, somewhere, as Casey now caught up to the back of him. So something that we didn't really see, but Aksu will try and go round it, and maybe no double thinks about it twice, goes a bit wide on the curbing, and Casey pulls a bit of a gap to him. Let's look what's happening further down the grid. The end. Will try and get the move done past the Monica driver in P8 and doesn't seem to get enough though, and stays behind in P9. Back to Aksu and Runkill, who are going side by side, wheel to wheel, but Casey once again gets more power down the straight into spin curve. Will Aksu get a good run? Doesn't seem to look like it. It looks like that Casey has a better one. And he will try and attack Snip. He will try and attack the German driver in P2, as Vanos seems to have made a mistake somewhere, as now the gap has increased from being 5.5 seconds to 4 seconds. Snip losing the back end car in every corner in this chicane, with just over 8 minutes gone of the racing. And 20.562, so Casey Runkill definitely has the pace. For the fastest lap, as Vodos will try and go round the inside into turn 1, moving into 2, making a bit of contact with the Belgian driver, and Bruce is now right at the back. So yeah, there we go, Bruce is now right at the back of them two for P5. Waddles goes for a switchback, gets it on Vincenzo. Beautiful move from the Irish driver. Waddle, Bruce and Vincenzo will go side by side, and it looks like that Bruce gets more power down, and that is P6 for the Brit. Volos go defensive into the chicane. Will Bruce get more traction? It doesn't seem to look like it. Maybe he did a tiny bit, but looks like the Volos starting to pull away, even with Bruce's slipstream. So looks like that Vodals is... Oh, actually, I mean, meanwhile, something happened to Aksu, and now he's falling back to positions. Now he's going to be rejoining the track, and he spins out again, and that is absolute tragical for Aksu, as Bruce is now promoted to P5, as he will be looking to make the move on Waddles into the chicane. Up the inside he goes, touches the curb on the right, hits the left, and shoot away. And here is the move for Waddles. No, sorry, for Bruce. Done and dusted. P4 for him. And now Waddles just with obvious straight line speed in his car, trying to get back on Bruce for P4. But Bruce defends off nicely into turn 1 and 2, and now he will start to create a gap as Aksu is in pits. Vincenzo is coming out the pits as well in P10, and Casey Runkill and Snip Rater are still battling out. Vanos Gaming is losing time. He is losing it. So Snip really is aggressive on his defense and attacking. And Casey Runkel just doesn't know how to get past the German driver, as the tire wear might be affecting him. Oh, it looks like that there's something wrong with Runkel's front bumper. Looks like there's major damage to it, as he will go up the inside into 130R, pulls back though. Snip hits the apex nicely. And I'll be honest, all the key CSR cars have issues. Oh, and there's a bit of a pile up here between Milliken and the end, who's offering gravel as Vodlos pulls into the pits. As 13 minutes of the racing is gone, I have 27 left on the clock. Oh look, Bruce got into clean air, set the fast lap of the race on previous lap, and is now rapidly catching up to KC and Snip. as Vance's lead to Snip and Casey is decreasing. It's 2 seconds now. And Casey is now all over the back of Snip from Germany. As Vincenzo in the past up of the race, a 1:59 flat from the Belgian. First bunker of Casey seems to have better exit. Snip will have to go defensive into 130R. Will he go defensive? No, he doesn't. And it looks like that he will gain a bit of advantage into 130. It looks like that Snip will remain in P2. And yep, Casey stays behind the driver from Germany. And Varnos, he is getting closed on. We're nearly halfway point in the race as Casey one kill, went for the inside move into the chicane and gets the move down for P2 as now Bruce is catching up. As Bruce Law is now right behind them. And Bruce now behind his former teammate from KC League. And using the tool from his teammate into turn number 1 and 2, stays behind as he was too far behind, and yep, remains in P4. of Spoon. Casey has a good run on Snip. As I missed a move from Snip, for God's sake. The German driver goes wide, letting Ronkel through for P2. And Vanos makes a mistake, letting his lead change disappear. And a better from the race leader. Bruce against Waddles round outside in one of the S's. Can he get a mistake? Yes, he can for P2. On the fresh tires that will last him to the end of the race. Oh, and someone has made a mistake. That is Vincenzo. Vincenzo's into the pits. Oh god, Rankill just comes out of nowhere. And Vanos squeezes him out. Vanos will be on the inside, breaks into second, and on the switchback, Snip tries it, but Vanos sticks to his position and says, no mate, that's my place, you can jog on, and Casey just outpowers driver from Germany down the straight and promotes himself into P3. Try to have a little look of the inside in one of the S parts, but decided to fall back from that. Double fall about it. And Casey tries it. Updates into 130 are real close between the two drivers, but Vanos forced to go wide on the exit of 130R, but keeps P2 with 11 minutes on the clock. Rankill probably wants that P2 to himself. He really wants it. and snip up the inside. Oh, bit of contact between the two drivers, but Casey stays ahead. So no changes made there, but snip really close to go for a move. As Casey goes defensive, snip squeezes into the smallest of gaps you could ever think about, but he just tried it. He tried it. He saw the gap, he went for it. And Casey is off in gravel. So now Casey has to do some work to get himself back up to what will be P3 and P2 battle with 8 minutes and a clock remaining. And he left. And Snip has sped. So Snip has sped from being P3 and will get overtaken for P, and he will go down, I believe. Maybe. No, he'll stay on the podium. And Axel is catching up to YBR. And oh my goodness me, the traction for Axel. He will go round those and just squeezing YBR on the apex, but keeps ahead. He goes right at spin curb, letting the monkey driver through. up the inside and gets them done. Two minutes left on the clock. Let's just go on board with Bruce for the final minute of the race. Or, well, let's say the final lap. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There's a race left, and this is the final lap of the race for Bruce. For the final time across the sprint curve in towards 130R. Through the final corner, and he has taken the victory of the Japanese Grand Prix. Snip takes second, Vanes takes third, Aksu will be taking P4. Wybeer from Monaco will be taking P5. Vincenzo comes across to finish in P6. Minikin and Greenfin finish in 7th and 8th. And that is it. Oh my god. Right, thanks everyone for watching today's race. I've been Mr. Tim, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place, for round number 2. Thanks everyone, and goodbye.